Hey guys, as some of you may know, there's two things that are going on in my life right now. First of all, I'm doing my master's dissertation thesis or dissertation project, whatever it is. And two, I have a crush on a guy who doesn't like me back. He was attracted to me or whatever, but like now he's dating another girl. I think I said it in one of the videos. I don't know. I have to update you guys on the story a little bit. Anyway, so it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, I have to start touching grass. You know what I mean? I have to lock in. I felt really stupid for a while because I was like, I'm procrastinating. I'm not locking in fully. You know what I mean? Dissertation, most of my dissertation, I guess journey, I was not really there mentally. You know what I mean? Like I was not really locking in. I was procrastinating. I was thinking about other stuff. And I said this in another video. Like I was thinking about this guy all the time, but even if I wasn't thinking about this guy all the time, I would still be procrastinating doing something else. Matter of fact, I did procrastinate thinking about something else. Especially at the end. But it gives you dopamine. I mean, it's just a chemical thing, you know what I mean? It gives you more dopamine to think about the guy you like than doing a freaking project that you have to do. You know what I mean? Or a freaking assignment or an essay or whatever it is, a research project. That's the word that I was looking for. Wait, it's actually two words. Anyway, so obviously that gives you more dopamine, you know? And so I wasn't feeling too guilty because of that, you know? But then I was like, listen, the moment I found out he has a girlfriend, like it's not like confirmed, but like in my mind it is. Like let's be freaking fair. I saw them in a picture together, so I was like, I think that's her. You know what I mean? Can't be his like cousin or sister or something because I think I look more like him. So I mean, it's not that I look like him, but they don't look alike. That's what I mean. What I'm saying is, oh my god, this thing is leaking. I don't know why. What I'm saying is, I felt really stupid because I was like, I'm procrastinating doing this thing that I have to do, which is what I have to do right now, technically. And I'm thinking about this guy who has a girlfriend now. He's not even thinking of me. He's smashing somebody else. So I was like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I doing? And I felt really stupid. And I was like, I have to lock in. Did I lock in? Yeah. Did I finish? Yeah. Should I have finished in June? Yeah, I finished in July. But this is what I'm here to tell you guys. I'm finishing in July, but at least I'm finishing. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if I went, let's say, slower than I wanted to, at least I'm doing things. You know what I mean? Like, I could be doing it right now, or I could have not done anything at all. I mean, how many people, like, it is a very well known thing. Like, how many people do not finish their dissertations? How many people do not finish them? And years and years and years and years go by, and they still haven't done it. And, like, the more time goes by, the harder it is for you to do it. I'm not saying, like, if 3 years go by, you're never going to do it. You have to do it. You know what I mean? But it takes a lot of willpower, especially, and going back to school after, like, years and years, it's harder. You know what I mean? It's not easy. So I'm proud of myself for that. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? I'm going slowly but surely, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And there's so many people who haven't done it. You know what I mean? Like, and I was thinking, this guy probably has a girlfriend, but I have a master's degree. You know what I mean? I'm the one that has a master's degree. And there's so many people who haven't done the master's degree thesis, and I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I may not have a boyfriend or whatever, but I'm not here sitting like, I'm not saying that what I want to. I'm not saying that I want to have a boyfriend or anything. I had a crush on this guy, and so that's what I wanted to happen. But I'm not like actively like, oh my god, I want a boyfriend. If not, I'm gonna be so sad and I'm gonna die alone or whatever. I don't care. Like, I don't even care if I die alone. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna be with somebody who's an asshole, like, I prefer to just be alone. But what I'm saying is, I may not have the boyfriend I want, if that makes sense. But at least I'm doing what I have to do. You know what I mean? I've sort of locked in more or less or whatever, but at least I'm finishing. You know, matter of fact, I'm defending my master's thesis tomorrow. I'm gonna do the presentation, and I'm gonna vlog, not vlog, but like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about the experience tomorrow. That's what I was gonna say. So, like, I'm finishing this thing, and I'm doing it, and I'm making content. You know what I mean? I'm doing studies wise what I had to do, and okay, I may not have a job. Like, this guy had a job, but like, I was a student. You know what I mean? And I did an internship. You know what I mean? Like, that was a sort of job, even though I didn't get paid or whatever. But it's technically a job. I prefer to call it an internship because I didn't get paid. So the thing is, although there are internships where you can get paid, but like calling it a job feels like odd to me. But it's technically like work, like corporate stuff. Anyway, but I'm gonna get a job soon. You know what I mean? Like, if everything goes well in September, I have a freaking job. Like, I'm gonna start like actually working. And I finished my studies. Not gonna study anything else in my life. I don't want to study anything else. I don't want to. I'm tired. I'm sick of it. And I'm doing what I have to do, and I'm locking in, and I'm back to making videos, and I'm back to making TikToks, and I'm pursuing the things that I want to pursue. You know what I mean? I'm working on myself. You know what I mean? I'm also starting to go for walks every day, and I'm starting to, you know what I mean? I'm also working on the way that I look. I'm going to start wearing makeup more often soon. I'm going to go on holiday, so I'm probably not going to have a lot of time to do my makeup, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to put more effort into my videos, and I'm going to put more effort into the way that I look so that I feel good outside and also inside, because I've been all my life I was working on myself on the inside and not really on the outside, and now I want to work on both things because that makes me feel good. You know what I mean? And that's it. Self-development. You know what I mean? If somebody comes along and they want to be with me and I want to be with them and it happens, that is amazing. But if it doesn't happen, it's fine. I am happy and I'm fulfilled doing what I'm doing. And I'm doing what I have to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going forward in life. You know, I probably felt stupid, but how do you stop feeling stupid? Working on yourself, locking in, doing the master's thesis, finishing whatever the fuck you started. You know what I mean? I'm also going to get my driver's license because I procrastinated last year. So I'm going to try to get it this year. You know, like, work on yourself not to feel stupid, because you feel stupid when somebody that you like has somebody else, if that makes sense. Well, stop feeling stupid. Work on yourself. Do something that you're going to be proud of. You know what I mean? Do something that is going to make you feel better about yourself. Because the thing about doing things for yourself is that it depends on you. But like, for instance, getting in a relationship, it doesn't only depend on you. The other person also has to like you, and they also have to show interest. That kind of goes out of what you can control. Like, it's kind of out of your control. You know what I mean? So what is in your control? Working on yourself. That's what you got to do. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to say today. I hope this motivated somebody. And I'll see you next time. Bye.